I got to understand that the things that I'm doing are actually pretty unique and substantial in society. And so, it's it's hard to see that all the time when you don't have a point of comparison. So it's about 4:54 in the morning. Just got ready, heading over to Saint Xavier High School for this RAM clinic where we're going to provide free dental care for hopefully hundreds of people. The nonprofit Bright Smiles Community Outreach Coalition that I founded is going to be providing dental kits, and the outreach coordinator is going to be there providing preventative education. We're going to get people signed up for dental treatment, and it's going to be interesting. I have some interviews at news stations. The whole idea, guys, behind having an initiative like this is I want to make sure that I'm not one of those assholes that's just making money and actually investing my time and energy into making the problem better. I want to be that guy. On top of that, I want to make sure that one of my obligations to my practice is to have operations that actually end up getting us more patients, that actually end up providing the opportunity to get dental care taken care of for as many people as possible. That's our mission. So if I don't go out and do these things on the weekend, if I don't go out and put together the team that can do the fun stuff, I'm not gonna be doing my job, and also I'm not gonna feel like I'm doing the most that I can to actually spread this education that I've paid so much money and time for to the people that need it most. So I'm gonna be driving to Cincinnati. Saint Xavier High School is about 25 minutes away. Trying to get there somewhere around 5:15, 5:20 in the morning. Gonna do a little interview with the news station, and I'm gonna see what this is all about, and hopefully meet up with my outreach coordinator there, see what the setup is like. I got a little tent in the car here that I had my branding guy Bobby come up with for Bright Smiles. So one of the videographers is also coming along. They're gonna be taking videos and pictures as well. So I figured I'd just film my part of it. He has the Osmos, so I'm filming on my iPhone today. But let's see how it goes. Deuces. So my name is Dr. Turabify. I'm with Franklin Dental Care and Dentures and the founder of Bright Smiles Community Outreach Coalition, and we're here at this RAM clinic in Cincinnati at Saint Xavier High School. It is an absolutely beautiful high school. It's been around since 1940, it seems like, and it's an all-boys school, and a lot of people have been in and out of this place and have provided a tremendous amount of service for the community. So I am incredibly honored to actually be here in this building and obviously provide some care for some folks that need it. So what we're doing here today is I'm here from 6 to 6 p.m. I got my awesome outreach coordinator who is signing people up as patients, giving them some information on how to prevent their disease, but also how to have some continuing care. And so far I've seen probably about 10 patients, and most of them, to be honest, require continuing care more than they do emergency care, which is concerning because they don't have a lot of Medicaid professionals actually here to get them signed up for treatment. And so big clinics like this are really, really important for the community, and they're really, really important to have partnerships established with these Medicaid professionals that are close by. So it's gonna be my job and Mandy's job, hopefully in the future, to make sure that they have access to my information, but also other people that we have a network with, other people that we're connecting with that can actually accept these patients into their practices so that they get their emergency care taken care of at a clinic like this, but they get their continuing care and their prevention taken care at the clinics that are around Cincinnati area. Franklin Dental Care and Dentures is about 20 minutes south of Dayton, Ohio. And so I'm trying to shunt as many patients as I can over there. I'm like, listen, you don't have to get this tooth extracted. We can do a root canal, we can do a crown. I can get you your prosthetics, I can get you a partial denture, I can get you a complete denture, whatever you need. But really, I think the shortage in these clinics in particular is the continuing care options that are available to patients afterwards. This can be very, very important. If anyone is watching this video that is a part of these free clinic, these care scenarios, please reach out, please comment on this video and try to establish that network so that we can really send home that message that we're not just here as, band-aids, but we're actually here as teachers and actually here to be involved in your life. Bright Smiles also has a phenomenal opportunity. We've partnered with RAM in this clinic. We have a table set up outside where we're actually signing patients up, and we're also giving them kits. We're giving them free packets for their kids to do coloring and stuff if they're bored. So I'm just really proud to be here, and I'm really excited to have more opportunities like this in the future. Saint Xavier High School, you guys are doing an absolutely phenomenal job. Would love to come in and talk to the students at some point. All boys school. Young men need leadership, and they need guidance too. So I'm always down for that. And I've also met some amazing volunteers here. A lot of them are pre-dental students. Some of them are pre-med students. They're very service driven. Obviously they show up for, 6 to 6, that's 12 hours out of their Saturday just to help people out. So I'm really, really proud and satisfied with the quality of people that are showing up here. My recommendation to anyone that is public health driven or is networking, community driven, is you got to go and show up to the largest events in the area and start shaking some hands, because at the end of the day, those are the same people that are part of your tribe. Those are the same people that are going to want to do cool things with you in the future and have the energy and the passion to actually show up to the events that perhaps you host. So really excited. I'm gonna get back to work here. I'm just gonna do a little walkthrough of the RAM clinic that we're at today and tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna see quite a few, probably hundreds of patients today. And so they all kind of line up over here to actually be seen. And then they go and see the dentist. And then when the dentist is done with them, that they've finished their restorative treatment or extractions or whatever, they'll go over here and they'll get their cleanings done, okay? So you might be thinking to yourself, well, how do you organize something so large and actually get to the point where people have the supplies that they need? So they have these awesome booths set up, okay? So you get all of your restorative trays over here, and you get your gloves, you get all of your suction tips here, okay? And then there's more instruments, and then they made it so that this right here is how you do your fillings, you can either do composite fillings or amalgam fillings. Amalgam fillings are the metal ones, if you guys haven't seen those before. They might be in some of your mouths. And then right here is where we do extractions. So this specific clinic is for triage, okay? So it's not for your more complicated procedures, it's for the people that are actually trying to get their problem solved. That's like not letting them sleep at night. Right here is where they do all the sterilization. So they have 6 autoclaves, and they have a bunch of ultrasonics that they dip the instruments in and remove all the excess blood or any sort of thing else. So, and they're sorting all the instruments, they're repackaging them, and then using them again and again. So it's absolutely incredible what they put together. I'm astounded, and I want to do this type of thing myself. So, and as you can see, there's a lot of tents as well. So I'll turn around here. So these are all the hygiene tents right behind here, and we'll actually walk around this way. Then we got some awesome assistance and support and stuff too. There's a bunch of volunteers here that are doing exceptional work. They have a system for sterilization of the rooms, disinfecting of the rooms. They have a system for taking x-rays, so any sort of x-rays that are needed, you can order them and they'll go and take those. You can also do referrals to your office, to your clinic if you need. Just bring in a QR code. They're really, really understanding about that. But this is the operation in this one gymnasium in all of Xavier High School, Saint Xavier High School. It might be Xavier. I think it's Xavier High School. So that's one. They also have vision and they have medical as well, right? And that's in the school. So I'm actually gonna show you guys right now what the other things are. I haven't even had a chance to look at them, so this will be fun.
And then, yeah, you guys, I mean, obviously, no words, but.
What's up, boss? Before I miss it, this is also the donning area. You can get your safety glasses here. Luckily, I come equipped. You can get your face shields, your gloves, and then masks over here. So they really thought about everything. They have distilled water, for all the sterilization in general. They have all the water that's coming through the pipes is also distilled, so excellent. And so this hallway right here is all the vision care stuff that they're taking care of. I'm gonna go in here just to make sure. What's up, guys? How are you?
She's literally running right now if you wanted to talk with someone.
Okay, sure.
You just hold on to it and keep it.
Is it hooked up to the same one?
Both are running right now.
Can I grab one of you guys for a sec?
Yeah, I got it.
You got the most knowledge here?
Or we've all been here.
Or you could just pick someone out. You guys want to talk about the Vision Center? Nice. Okay, guys. So I'm just gonna ask you here. Hold this.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask you, what is the flow for the patients that come in?
So we check them off, and there's a blue sheet that they receive, and we also give them a checklist of what exactly they might need for their prescription. They then go to an optometrist over there, and based off that prescription, we're able to give them specific glasses that we make in our van outside.
So you make the glasses here?
Yeah, it's outside, but we make them here. Yeah, like all the
wow.
lenses. Yeah.
Incredible. So and all of these are like just the frames that they choose?
These are specific frames that they can choose, and then outside they actually go and make them for the people, and they can go pick them up and get them here.
How long does that take?
It can range from like, I don't know, like 20 minutes, like 45.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. And are you a pre-optometry student?
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any pre-optometry students here?
I know some technicians, like optometrists, like technicians.
All right. Thank you so much, Arjun.
No problem.
You have a good day. Let me show you guys around real quick.
Why don't you just hold on?
Okay, cool. So these are the optometrists. If you have glasses in general, you know you've been through this. They'll show you a bunch of different slides, and then you'll pick. And so I haven't even been to this room before, me shooting this video, but this is absolutely incredible. The fact that you can literally come here for free, get your vision checked out, and get your glasses same day. Yeah. So the last part here is medical. So what's the setup here?
So basically, patients that need medical help come through here. We check them in, me and my friend, we check them in, and they usually spill over into here, where physicians and the nurses come in and they take them to the clinics where they get checked out.
They get their vitals checked.
And if the women's health, they got women's health clinics over there as well. And yeah.
Excellent. How long does the process usually take for them to get in and out?
So as the clinic progresses, the wait time gets a little longer. When it started, like in the morning, I would say about 15 minutes, but now it's probably turned into about 30 to 45 minute wait.
That's still not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
For free care?
Yeah,
I mean, incredible.
For
Okay.
sure.
I'm not going to show you guys in there because there's obviously separate exams, but that's the medical part of things. Come on down. Thank you. And I also wanted to show you guys actually, so right behind me, right? Dude, they have all of these classes, right? 1937, 1939. This school has been keeping track of the history of their patients for over almost 90 years now. Okay, so this school has been in order doing these incredible things for that long. And whenever I see a place like that that's actually keeping a track of their history, and not only that, pushing forward and actually helping out their community, it's very inspiring because that's the type of stuff I want to build. So Saint Xavier High School, Xavier High School, I'm probably saying it wrong, absolutely incredible. Let me also show you guys right here, right? Someone told me that this high school got a grant for $50 million at some point. And that was just one of the various times that I did stuff. So if you look at this courtyard, there's little courtyards like this, like you would see in a university, like a really nice university, all throughout this high school. So these students are also getting a top-notch education, and they're getting these environments to come and hang out and enjoy with their friends, as I really enjoyed doing when I was in high school. So this RAM clinic, 5-star rated, excellent, excellent, excellent. So I just wrapped up here at the clinic. Wrapped up a little early, I think it's like 11 a.m. And what I realized is my little car in the background, packed up all the bright spot supplies. When I was in school, I spent a lot of time actually organizing shows, and so I'm very used to moving around a lot of equipment by myself, but I always recommend asking for help. It's always a better way to go about living life and actually enjoying it. So I'm just going to show you some of the cleanup here, the process that these folks are going through. And as far as the clinic closing down early, you know, it's not ideal, but at the end of the day, we saw the patients that we could see. The people, the organizers, basically determine the number of patients based on the providers. They didn't know I was here. I basically took care of more than half of them today. But this is basically the cleanup process, and I asked a lot of these guys if they'd be interested in interning or being a part of the Turabify Network, whatever it is. But now we're gonna head back and actually probably enjoy Sunday for a second, which is not what I expected, but so be it. So yeah, everything kind of wrapped up around here. Really good day. I think we saw with 25 patients today and got some awesome partnerships. Also realized the power of having translators in general. Translators are lifesavers, okay? If you're ever putting on a clinic like this, you have to have human beings that are actually taking care of the translation, because it really makes the entire process a lot more organic, and healthcare can be kind of anxiety inducing to begin with. I should probably show this back here. Look how beautiful this high school is. Never thought in the world that high school would be like this, but yeah, so Saint Xavier High School, I think we helped about 200 patients this weekend. I think it could have been 600 if organization was right and some of these providers actually showed up. So I'm gonna be organizing these types of things basically once a quarter. Franklin Dental Care and Dentures, if you're watching this video and you're a dental provider or you're any sort of medical provider and want to connect, go ahead. Or if you know a doctor that's public health driven, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, but also comment down below and get in touch, because this is the start of a movement, my friends. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you. Peace. So what did I learn from the event that I went to in Xavier High School is, first and foremost, guys, when you are doing crazy shit in life, when you're just moving and you're accelerating and there's a lot of momentum, necessarily when you come across people that are of your trade or of your profession, you're gonna think to yourself, wow, how much incredible stuff I've learned in the last 6 months of my life. There's no way ever to understand where you are at if you don't have a point of comparison. And for the most part, when I had the opportunity to go and actually see what these other dentists were capable of and what the entire operation was like, I got to understand that the things that I'm doing are actually pretty unique and substantial in society. And so, you know, it's hard to see that all the time when you don't have a point of comparison, okay? So my recommendation would be, don't only host your own events. Don't only go and do your own thing, but get out there and try to support what other people are doing, because you will learn things from what they're doing. For instance, I've never put together a free clinic, but I want to once a quarter at Franklin Dental. And getting an understanding of how many autoclaves they have, getting an understanding of how many volunteers they have, getting an understanding of what the flow is, how they order x-rays, how they keep track of their supplies, all of that stuff, right? That's stuff that I learned because I had the intention of making sure that I understood how the event overall was planned. Super, super important. And honestly, incredibly grateful to RAM for putting these things together for so many years and doing it at a scale that genuinely helps a tremendous amount of people. So on top of that, it was kind of just nice, you know. I think we do a lot of work, and I do a lot of charity work too. I spend a lot of my time to actually educate people, and obviously these videos. But it's really nice to put the trade that I trained in out of the context of money and out of the context of business, and actually see it in just raw helping people. I don't think there's very many circumstances in life where, especially when it's a specialized trade, that you can see that. So I would recommend, if you have a trade like that, if you're a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever, to try your hardest to go to some volunteering, to do some service for people, because it will show you the real value in people's lives that you can have. And that all the stuff that you trained and all of the ideals of the profession are still very much relevant and are just impactful to society. And there's a reason that people pay a premium for these services, right? It puts them out of pain. It's very unique. There's a large amount of information that you need to have in order to do it accurately and precisely. So, and the hand skills that are required. I also learned that I can basically outproduce most of the dentists there. Right? Like I can organize the team faster of people that are completely ignorant of how dentistry works. For instance, of volunteers, I got to, you know, create checklists and stuff for them and get their life to be super efficient so that my life is more efficient. But I also got to seat all the patients, you know, get them numb at the right time, triage, diagnose, and then actually when other dentists came in, I was already ready and set up for them to go. Like, here, like, go to this room. He's numb. This is the thing that we need to take care of. And they were ready, and they were more efficient in their time too. So I don't know. Learned a lot. Learn through comparison. It's an important thing in life. And have some data around. Have some pictures. Something that shows you what you actually did there. So thanks again to RAM and Saint Xavier High School near Cincinnati for putting on this awesome event. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these just because I just find it fascinating, and I think it's very impactful. It's very important for the initiatives that I'm putting together and the team to show up to these things and see that, you know, service isn't just a plastered on word for our core values. It's actually something that we do, you know, as individuals and as a company. So it was nice.